I'm Nick English, one of the co-founders of Bremont Watch Company. So this year's have been, we've got some great watches, but one of the key things for us has been focusing on two sort of relationships we've had for quite some time now. First is Jaguar, which actually the relationship goes back probably 5 years now. We started working with Ian Callum and his design team originally on the CX75, their supercar, which took quite a lot of inspiration internally from one of the watches we'd done with Martin Baker, or the MB2. So they had a pull, an ejection handle to open the door, and had a Bremont clock in the dashboard. A lot of the sort of head-up display, so to speak, was using some of the features from the Bremont watch. So that was really exciting. And we came into their design facility, and they showed us around, and that's when the relationship really started. A year or two ago, they told us about this project they're going to be involved with, which was fascinating. It was 18 cars were made, or VIN numbers were put aside for this lightweight E-Type. But out of the 18 VIN numbers, they only made 12. But they said, look, why don't we produce these final 6? It'd be a lovely thing to do, heritage-wise. So we came out with a range of watches, 2 watches predominantly. One, the Mark I, and the second one was a chronograph equivalent, again, which we're very proud of. And that's the sort of the start of hopefully sort of many things to come with Jaguar. Do you know, Kingsman is a fun project. It's one of these fun things you can't really say no to. It was a lovely sort of British tongue-in-cheek movie. Matthew Vaughn, incredibly talented. You know, Lock, Stock, Kick-Ass, X-Men, you know, Layer Cake, all these amazing films, and produced this Kingsman film about the British Secret Service. And the watches formed quite a nice part in that, and so honoured. He's got an amazing eye for detail, Matthew Vaughn, and he also collects vintage watches and has a real appreciation for them. So it's a really lovely thing to be involved, and he's involved with the design. So every watch has been assembled in the UK for quite some time. You know, we've got 20-something watchmakers there putting these things together. All the designs done there, all the quality controls, you know, all the operational side of Bremont has been in Henley for many years. What we set up sort of this last year is a new facility in Silverstone, sort of about an hour away from Henley, near the racetrack, the Formula 1 racetrack, where we've got the latest sort of state-of-the-art machinery to make cases and movement parts. Well, there's one other partnership, just quickly, which we're very proud of, is the Boeing range. So we've obviously worked with Boeing for many years, and the range this year is based around their expertise in material technology. So it's an immensely light aviation-grade titanium watch, GMT, which we're very pleased to add that into the collection. We've also added a couple of other watches, which the U22, based on our sort of U2 MB range, which is very pretty. From a military, big chunk of our business is military, and it's from a very successful project we did with them and one of the squadrons out there, and it's a lovely grey anthracite dial. And the other one was one of our first ranges we ever brought out was the Z range of watches, was the Alt 1Z, or the Alt 1Z for any American followers. And this is the latest version of that, which we're very proud of, and it's a very clean, crisp dial. And obviously all of these have, when they're steel, they have hardened steel, and any polished steel. We've come up with this new proprietary technology, which is lovely for hardening, polished steel, which has taken us ages to try and master, but that's on all of our polished cases now as well, which is quite nice.